Hey everyone, I'm back again with another r/relationship advice, and this one is titled, I don't want my girlfriend to hang out with the guy she cheated on me with anymore. Please make sure you like the video and subscribe, and don't forget to hit the bell so you don't miss any of my future videos. Let's get right into it. Me and my girlfriend Alyssa started dating about 5 years ago. She's my first girlfriend and my first romantic partner. I'm in the military, and during January of last year, I went to Germany on deployment for 6 months. Before I left, I asked Alyssa if she was sure she wanted to stay together since she'd be without me for the next 6 months. She told me she wanted to remain a couple. This was my first deployment, and it hurt so much to be without her. But it hurt even more when 3 months into the deployment, Alyssa Skyped me crying and revealed to me that she had slept with one of her friends. We spent hours discussing whether or not we should stay together, and I decided that because she told me the day it happened and very clearly regretted and felt guilty over it, that I would forgive her. She told me she would cut that guy out of her life, and told me that if I wanted to settle the score with someone while I was deployed, I was allowed to. I, of course, rejected. There were a lot of issues we had to work through when I got back, but by last December, it felt like things were back to normal. Over the last month, now that my town is reopening, my Alyssa has been going out with small groups of friends. While trying to work through her incidents, we decided that whenever one of us was going out with friends without the other, we would have to let the other know where we were going, who with, and what time we would get back. Last weekend, she was going out to get lunch, and one of the names she mentioned was the guy she had been with. I was shocked that she so casually said that with me and asked why she was hanging out with him. She told me that the guy is now engaged and had no desire to be with her. I told her exactly, you know how I feel about him. You know what you did with him. How the F could you think I'd be okay with this? I will admit, I lost my temper a little bit and needed to compose myself more, but she really surprised me. Alyssa told me I needed to trust her because the past is in the past, and they both moved on. We argued back and forth, and I told her she could go if she wanted to break up, so she stayed. But we were arguing about my lack of trust in her. Eventually, I decided to tell her I was okay with her going. I trust her now, but it's just hard to know they're hanging out. While she was out, I checked her friend's social media and saw Alyssa and the guy sitting next to each other. It may have been innocent, but it really broke my heart. I love her so much and know that breaking up with her and being single for the rest of my life would be more painful than whatever I'm feeling now. I don't know how to get her to just break contact with him again. I don't have any options in women other than her, so I don't want to break up. But I don't know how to make this work again. And the first advice says, coming from one veteran to another brother, leave her, man. You're not the only one going through the pain. I've been there. It's rough at first, but the total disrespect she showed you by chilling with a dude she slept with is not cool. Trust me when I say this, bro. You will move on. You're 22, you have a lot to look forward to. Don't let that BAH get to your head. It's just money. But another way to maybe resolve it is to tell her that you saw her sitting next to the guy, and that it's not cool. And if you don't like that, I don't want you chilling with him, then maybe we are not meant to be with each other. Couples are teams, and teammates make sacrifices, and that should have been an easy sacrifice for her. But she obviously feels some type of way towards the dude. That's how it be sometimes, man. I know, it sucks, but keep your head up. The right one will come around, and she won't cheat on you because of some distance. And the second advice says, you shouldn't trust her. She cheated on you. She knowingly and willingly slept with another dude, knowing how it would make you feel. She fessed up cool. Maybe you can learn to move past it. And she's still hanging out with him, obviously showing she doesn't give a F about your feelings. As someone in the military, just move on, bro. She isn't anything and you'll meet other girls. Use this as a learning experience. You can do better. You have a stable income, medical insurance, and you're probably decently fit. You're doing better than most guys out there. You can do better. And the third advice says, here's the main problem with your situation. You aren't willing to break up. Without a willingness to cut your losses and walk away, you have absolutely no bargaining power. And I'm not even suggesting that you give an ultimatum. It's just that in the end, if you aren't willing to accept the pain of leaving her, you won't be able to truly put your foot down and do anything to say that you won't accept this absolutely abhorrent behavior. At one point, she had every right to your trust. She lost that the moment she let this dude put her D inside her. She no longer gets to say that it was in the past and that you need to trust her. She had demonstrated that she cannot be trusted, especially with this dude. It's already going to take a lot for the both of you to rebuild that trust, even if this dude moved to Egypt. The fact that she's been interested in putting her hanging out with this dude ahead of your relationship is frankly disgusting. There's a difference between forgiving a mistake and continuing with the same mess. Get yourself right with leaving this girl. It's the only way you're going to be able to think clearly. Maybe you'll find a way to stay together, but it won't happen in a positive way if you're so afraid to leave her that she can hang out with the dude she cheated with and tell you that you just have to get over the thing that she did. And the fourth advice says, why are you still with this girl? First, she goes behind your back and lays down with this dude. She tells you about it, which is nice of her, but what's the point? She already slept with him. Then to make matters worse, she decides to see him again. Only this time, it's different because he's engaged. Just because someone's engaged doesn't mean they won't cheat with someone, especially if he's already been with the girl before. You thinking you're gonna be alone for the rest of your life is what I like to call tunnel vision. Since this is your first relationship, you're in deep. All you see is tunnel vision with her standing at the end with the bright light shining over her. Let me tell you something, bro. Do you know how many women are on this planet? Do you honestly think that out of all the women on this planet, you're not gonna find someone? This is the tunnel vision talking. Break up with her. She didn't respect you when she laid down with him and didn't respect you enough to stop seeing him. You're going to find someone way better than her. Just keep your mind busy and focused because it'll help you forget about this girl. And the fifth advice says, you may trust her while you are home, but how are you going to feel when you are sent on another deployment? She couldn't stay faithful for 6 months. How is that going to affect your thinking when you are put into dangerous situations? I think that by her going out with him and sitting by him, that shows her lack of respect for you, which sucks because you seem like an actual decent guy. I think you need to cut ties now before she gets pregnant or talks you into marrying her. I'm sorry, but cheating is one of the worst things a partner can do. It will hurt like hell, but it'll be a clean break and not months or years of her constantly breaking you down until you become a completely different person. Find a girl who will love you and be loyal to you. They are out there. Thank you guys for watching. Please comment below and let me know if there's any other subreddits you guys would like me to make videos on, and also like the video and please subscribe.